Welcome back to BR-163 on Farming Simulator 25. It's the final episode, episode 16, with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a condensed episode, in so much as probably still the same length, but getting a lot of months worth of gameplay into a very short amount of time. I'm going to get rid of some more bales, and then we'll crack right along. I'm not quite sure how this is going to play out at the moment. I just know we need to move on, so I've got a lot to get done before we finish. So, as you've seen, I bought some diesel. That was quite expensive, to be fair, but we needed it over here at our coffee roaster. We've got another 52,000 litres ready today. We're into December. I took some more bales, as you saw as well. Finished off that contract. I've got another contract for weeding, but with a big old versatile, which is quite cool. So today, I haven't actually looked to see how much have we got. Coffee beans roasted, 19,000 litres already roasted. We haven't got pallets, but I should be able to put it out of the pipe into here. Best price for coffee bean roasted at the moment is down at the that small farmer's kiosk where we were the other day, down by the gas station. So I'm going to fill up with 10,000 litres, take it down. Whilst my next 10,000 litres have gone in. Could I get a bigger trailer? Should I get a bigger trailer? Probably. Am I going to? Don't know. I suppose we could have a look, couldn't we? And then I'm going to go and check on the bridge. See what's needed for today, and then we'll sort out getting the resources for that. We'll get those taken over, because I'm pretty sure the coffee bean's going to pay out quite well now, so we can just start chugging away at whatever resources are needed now. So, coffee beans roasted. Yummy! Let's go with our special blend of one coffee bean. Is that a blend? Don't know. Anyway, I'll see you down there in a moment, and then what I'll do, I'm going to switch over to again, it's that picking up contracts. Do I need to pick up contracts now? Probably not, but I haven't used one of those versatiles yet. It's one of the cool ones out of the Plains and Prairies pack, or one of the the new ones. So it's got a big old weeder thing on the back, but again, is it the correct weeder for the job? We'll find out. Everywhere's getting a lot greener, crops are growing, our sugarcane's growing, everything's looking great. I'm hoping to jump ahead to sugarcane harvest and getting that bridge built. That's the plan. I know I've been saying that a lot, but that genuinely is the plan. I haven't taken today's sugar, I haven't taken today's goat milk, I haven't taken today's furniture. I'm going to wait till we'll be to January. I'll probably do it in January. I'm going to wait till the bit's built up, because I've been doing a little bit each day, and I think, you know what, I might as well leave it, I say each day, each month, I might as well leave it a couple of months, maybe 3 months, then just do a whole load in one go. It's different when if you need your money sooner rather than later. If you've got equipment and machinery you need to buy as you're gradually building up your farm, if there's no contracts available or whatever it might be, and you're thinking, actually, you know, I need my daily sales to pay for whatever. My daily sales at the moment are covering worker fees, if there's any worker fees, that kind of thing. But other than that, we're not looking too bad. Now at least I know I need to go around the other side of the thing. We filled up with fuel when I was down here filling up, or not filling up. Let's say I was going to get, I thought, you know, that thing will hold 25,000 litres of diesel. That would have cost a lot, the coffee roaster. So I only got 3,000 litres, and that was up there. Oh, there's people here already, look. People here to buy my roasted coffee. It's just over 3,000 of them here. Whereas everywhere else is, well, it's high twos. Come on. Oh, we are in the money. I've got another 9,000 litres to go and collect. Coffee is the future. Invest in coffee, people. Invest in coffee. Oh, we're sorted. Whatever we need to get for the bridge building. Oh, nice environmental score and reward on that as well. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and check on the bridge building. See what resources we need today. I can go and grab a D14, bring that down to grab them, and then we'll go over and I'll do a little bit of that, and then I'll skip ahead. That's the plan. I decided to have a look for some tipper extensions, or tipper extensions, trailers, and came across the tipper extension for the D1400 with its extension on. It's 20,000 litres for 12 grand. So that saves me having to do 2 of the smaller trailers. I can still have the smaller trailers around the yard for doing a few bits and bobs here and there, but I'm going to buy one of those for 12 grand. Why not? So we're about to find out, aren't we? Let's check this little beauty out. It's very nice. If hidden by the trees. Oh, look at that. Look at it. So how long I get to spend in this machine is going to depend very heavily on whether or not the piece of equipment I've been given will actually work. What I could have done as soon as I'd taken on the contract, or before I could have checked the field. But no, I'm just curious to see if we're going to get stitched up or not. Unfortunately, the answer is yes. It's done what the other one did. Oh. Yeah, needs herbicide. I'm done. I'm getting out. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. I'm just leaving it here. They can come and collect it. Oh, so disappointing. I was looking forward to spending ages driving that around. Never mind. It is what it is. I'm genuinely gutted. I was looking forward to driving that. I will shake my head in disgust. Absolutely outrageous. No, just no. Ladies and gentlemen, the back I bought for the D14 was a disaster. I couldn't put anything in it. Nothing. I thought, well, maybe it just won't take the coffee beans or something. Maybe it's a problem with that. I couldn't put any of the raw beans in. I tried to go over and do coffee beans, wouldn't do that. So I thought, okay, I'll bring it over to the silo. I thought maybe it was just a forage back or something because I'd gone for the extension. It wouldn't show anything for filling from the silo. Now the silo is a multifruit, does all sorts of stuff, including grass and forage crops and stuff like that. It just wasn't registering at all, so I sold it. So what I bought instead was this. This is what was it? A cargo. I can't remember which number I went for. There you go, the one S160D. That's 21,000 litres, so 1,000 litres more than the other thing I was going to get. And this cost 32 grand. It's in its base configuration, so I needed something a little bit bigger, just so I can do like bulk loads a little bit faster rather than backwards and forwards all the time. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I just thought I'd show you that because obviously we'll get to that thing where all of a sudden I've got a new trailer and there's no explanation as to where it came from. So we are into January, and look at the bridge. It's coming on. It's coming on brilliantly, and I'm glad I've got a whole load of roasted coffee to go and sell. I've got another 20,000 litres, I think 24,000 litres, but I've got 20 in my new trailer, because what's required next? Don't know if this is going to finish it all off. Concrete slab, 30,000 litres, but I don't know what size they come in. Some more cement bags, rebar and cement bricks. That's going to be pricey, but we're going to make a load of money from our next load of... So it doesn't matter, it's fine. I was hoping to build up to buying... because there's a trailed sugarcane harvester, or there's the self-propelled sugarcane harvester. The trailed one's 45 grand. The self-propelled is something like 385 or 375,000. So I thought, you know what? If we can build up enough money selling roasted coffee, we are coffee magnates now. We'll buy one for doing sugarcane, and then then the farm progresses into the next evolution of being a big, coffee, sugarcane producer, that kind of thing locally. That's the plan. So I'm going to go down and look at the various different things we need to. I haven't done concrete slabs yet, or cement bricks. So we'll bring some of those bits up and we'll get the next phase running. Then we've got another 2 months until our sugarcane is ready to harvest. Actually, that being said, let's go down to our... Oh no, we are there. Where are we? Sugarcane, third one from the bottom. We've got to go into February, then March and April. April we're into harvest season, so we've got another 2 months. So it's another 2 months of coffee growing, sugar production. There are contracts and stuff available, but you know what? I want to get to the sugarcane. That's the plan. So let's get these next things in here. There might be a tiny little montage, maybe a couple little clips, and me delivering some of this gear, and possibly dropping off the next load of what's the word? Coffee. Okay, let's check this out. Concrete slabs. We need 30,000 litres. So we'll make an assumption that they're 5s. Okay, we'll get 4 of them. That should be 20,000 litres, if they are indeed 5s. Oh, okay, well they're bigger than I thought they were going to be. Oh, they are 5s. Okay, I suddenly panicked. Thought if they're 10s, I've got too many. Okay, so we're going to need to get 2 more. We've picked up stuff that's 5. The rebar's 5,000 litres. They just look very big. 'Tis a bit concerning, I'm not going to lie. If I can't pick them up with this, what am I going to pick them up with? We have to get something else, aren't we? Oh no. No, that's not going to work. So where are we at, ladies and gentlemen? We're into March now. The months are flying by. As you can see, I've got a load of sugar stacked up there. I haven't done my deliveries for the last, well, I'm doing 2 months now rather than every month or every day. As you can see, I'm putting the rear weight on because I thought the bridge would be built. Oh no! We need another 5,000 litres of each of those items that we delivered the other day. So I'm going to need one of the big concrete slabs. I'm going to need one rebar. I'm going to need 5 concrete, not concrete, cement bricks. And 5 cement bags, but the bridge is coming along. There's one tiny section in the middle which hasn't. It's just got to be filled. The rest of the bridge is there in its entirety. Now, what I also have done over the last month, 2 months, I thought all that grass, because I didn't do anything with the grass field, and I thought, oh, I could do this, I could do that. The premise I always do whenever I'm doing these. Where did I leave my fork? I left the fork around there, didn't I? What I tend to do whenever I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and I leave a farm to go on elsewhere, I try to leave the farm so that the next person that takes on the farm has got either a business that is up and running that they can just take on. Where did I leave them? I'm sure I put them. Oh, there. I know I put them somewhere over here. Yeah, they can sort of take the business on and run with it. If they don't want to run the stuff that's already set up, then they can go on and do other things. But they have got stuff that's good to go. I've done plenty of farming. I've done plenty of contract work. I've done plenty of farming with regard to doing contract work. We've done a bit of everything. We've done farming our own fields and that kind of stuff. So I've done a few bits. But like I said earlier, you know, on another episode as well, I was trying to do some more, you know, in inverted commas, South American sort of style of stuff. But anyway, all that being said, the grass stuff, I thought, well, that grass field is fully grown, I'm not wasting it all, so rather than use my static baler, I leased one of the bale wrappers and a front mower, and I went round and I baled. They're 3,500 litre bales, and they are fermenting at the moment. I've got all this, because I cut all this bit here, you can see where it's a little bit shorter than the stuff behind it. Oh, I've missed a bit. That's alright. Look at our sugarcane. Sugarcane's coming on great guns. We've got some odd ones down there, and I think there's a stack of 3 down the bottom. And then what we'll do is we'll just drive the corner and I'll show you the field. I mean, we must have done well over 100 bales. I haven't picked them up, I haven't collected them. The grass is growing around them now. So again, the next farmer, whoever it is that comes and takes on the farm, they've got some straw bales in storage. They've got a load of sized bales there already fermented. I didn't sell the rest of those. And look at all this lot. So I spent a bit of time. The grass is now regrowing. We're another month in, 2 months in since I cut them. So the grass is all regrowing, and we've got a load of silage bales here. So, like I say, whoever takes on the farm next. Right. So I mean, we've got to bring the D14 over anyway. But yeah, so it's we still got the sugarcane harvest to do. Don't worry, we're going to get it done. We will get it done. So we want concrete slab 1. That was 5,000 litres anyway. It's so many 5,000 litres, so that's what we're going to do. Rebar, that was 5,000 litres. We need one of those. And then we need cement bricks was 5,000 litres. So we're going to need 5 of those. Okay. And then cement bags, 5 of those. Every time I'm buying more resources, it's cutting into my finances for buying my sugarcane harvester. But we have got a load of our roasted coffee to go. So all that's got to be loaded onto the D14, get that over, get that done. Then hopefully when we go into April, when we're going to be ready for doing our sugarcane, it should all fall into place. Bridge should be complete, sugarcane's ready to harvest, we'll harvest our sugarcane. That's that again. That in my head, that's my end game. That's what I'm aiming towards, in theory. Right, can I get the D14? Better turn the engine off on this and get all this stuff loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into April. I have some good news. The bridge is complete. We did it. It's built. The bad news is my crop's not ready to harvest. Apparently it's not going to be ready till next month. It's not showing us ready to harvest yet, which is really annoying. But anyway, I've got today's coffee to go and sell. We've got enough money to buy our sugarcane harvester, and I've realised that after I'd moved all the last resources, I skipped ahead to the next month and then remembered I hadn't come back to grab my telehandler. So when I came to grab the telehandler, I thought, you know what I haven't done for about 3 months? I hadn't been over to here, to our carpenters, to check out what's going on. So I've got 3 things of furniture to deliver. I've got 3 months worth of sugar to deliver. Oh yeah, and goat milk, to be fair. So I thought what I'd do is, in my daily routine of taking all my deliveries, I better come down here and grab the furniture, move the pallets, because the pallets were starting to rack up. I've still got plenty of pallets in my greenhouse up at the farm, so I'm just moving these to one side. I can always come and load these up onto a trailer at a later date. But we are, when you consider when we first started out, and we did the stuff, and I needed pallets for doing my greenhouse, and I wasn't sure where I was going to get them from. Now we've got loads. We've got them coming out of our ears. The greenhouse isn't really using them how I thought it would, or to the degree it would. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. I just thought I'd tell you, actually, you know what we're going to do while we're here. As soon as I've got the money to do it, and we've got another load of coffee to unload and whatever, I'm going to buy that. I was going to go for this. This is available. So if you don't want to go full blown, that's got a 2 metre cutter pickup. That's a 1 metre. But if you want to get started, that being said as well, though, there is available. Oh, did I not install it? I might not have installed it, which would be annoying if I haven't, and probably typical that I haven't. Where are we? I'm losing myself. Here we are. Probably not installed. Oh, that's annoying. There's one of these. There's an X-Collect 900 header that does poplar and sugarcane. So potentially, or does it just do sugarcane? It doesn't chaff it, does it? I don't know, actually. Whether it would turn it to chaff, that's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Plus, I haven't got it installed anyway. I thought I had, but maybe not. Actually, yeah, what was that one? Forage header. Ah. Oh, it's unrealistic though, isn't it? Oh, mind you know, you can go. So you can start a 2 metre. So I could turn a forage harvester into a sugarcane harvester. I'm assuming it'll be sugarcane that will come out and not turn it to chaff. Is it worth taking a chance and trying that? Standard working width is 2 metres, which is what we're going to get on the sugarcane harvester. It depends whether you want to go more realistic, authentic in using a sugarcane harvester, which was my plan. I'm going to stick with standard. You know what? I use the Colossus pack quite a lot. You know what? I'm not. I'm going to let's do this. Let's do this by the book. I'm going to buy that. Why not? Again, we're getting new equipment and machinery for the farm. Whoever comes next, if they don't want to do sugarcane, fine, they can sell it. They've got this trailer hitch. Yes, we want a trailer hitch on the back of this. And don't worry, I have already bought last month when I did my my sales of various different things. I bought a dolly, and it's a Mantrid dolly, the Bogeyman, Bogeyman, Baba Yaga. So we want to buy that, 349,800. Yes, please. Wow, we're down to 36,000. Oh no, that's going to be a problem. Oh, I need to sell all my stuff then for today. Yeah, so I bought one of these because with this you can go to ARM, go extension, which means that will hook up behind the sugarcane harvester. So what I want to do now is get a semi-trailer back to put on the dolly, which will give me much more capacity. And I have got installed, I think, yeah, the Randon. Oh, we can go with any trailer we want. It's entirely, I guess, you know, go for one of those. That will take sugarcane as well. That will take sugarcane as well. 50 to 55,000 litres. This one does more though. This is 66. I'm not going to go Unreal. We're going to keep it standard, 66,500, and it is, again, more sort of South American-esque. It has got the rear trailer hitch on it, so if you wanted to, I think I'm just going to leave it. I can't afford to get it anyway, but that's what I'm going to get. That will go on the back of our sugarcane harvester, and with that long dolly with a longer attachment, our pipe should on the sugarcane harvester reach that, he says. That's all a theory at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to get these loaded up. So it's going to be another month now. So I'll see you next month. I'm going to get these delivered. As you can see, I've still got the weight on the back. We want to do that, and we want to make those narrower. Maybe not that narrow, but that's fine. Drop that down to there. What I'm going to do is put that one on top. Look at me pallet forking. Straps done. Go and say that and get it delivered. Right. There are contracts and bits and bobs available. I've done enough contract work on here. I will sell today's bits and bobs, and I will see you. Well, it's going to be May now. Better double check this, because in case it was just because it was early in the morning. I got up out of bed and it was showing. So we go to, yeah, see there's a few contracts available for all sorts. Fertilising, bit of harvesting, parsnip, a little bit of soybean, hoeing, wood transport. There's a few things. But if we go up to here, and yeah, there we go. So we're nearly there. Nearly there. All this harvest stuff. Interestingly as well though, because I thought what we'll do is when we get our next wheat, oat, barley harvest come up as a contract, I'm going to do it just to make sure, because I've got loads of seed treat, so we could do a load more seed treat through the auger wagon, through that seed treat pipe, and make sure we've got a ton of seed on hand so we can keep our greenhouse operating. Nothing came up. There was one wheat field, there was one or two sorghum fields. They never came up as contracts. They came up as harvested immediately, so couldn't do anything with them. Anyway, yeah, I've been keeping an eye out. It's May, it's 8:02, and it's on like Donkey Kong. We are ready to go. I've got a full trailer load of, well, that's our daily trailer load, really, I suppose. We've got 151,000 litres in there. Still got diesel in there. I've been topping up every now and again. With another 5,700 litres ready to come out, and that is chugging away. That can go down and be sold. Our grass has got so long. The first layer of bales you can barely see in the field now, which is pretty cool. We've got today's sugar beet in the greenhouse. We've got sugar beet cut. We've got sugar that's good to go. You can see all of our pallets all lined up there of our sugar beet. Our daily process with that is bringing it over here to our sugar mini sugar factory, making sure that I'm doing my daily rituals, making sure we are topped up, which we are now topped up. And then what I will do is I'll bring 3 or 4 over and stack them here of sugar beet, which will go directly in. The rest then goes into the bucket to make sugar beet cut. So the daily ritual for that is sugar beet cut then goes in, then our sugar gets produced. Now you saw last month, or the month before, whenever it was I did my last delivery, I can't remember. Back up to there, unload that, brilliant stuff, and then I'll just roll through the process. Now what I'm going to do is move this out of the way, because obviously this process here, in here, where are we? I've lost where it runs, there we go. So we can speed this up as well by putting sugarcane in today, and we're going to have sugarcane because it's ready to harvest. Oh, that's going to keep doing that unless I move it out of the way. Let's move that out of the way. And then what I would normally do, excuse me, I'll whiz round to our coffee greenhouse. I will check usually on our liquid fertiliser what's in there and our water, because this gets through quite a lot each day. I don't think there's much left in this actually. How much we got? Oh no, that's empty. Okay, that's going to need some more. I do need to go and get some more concentrate, because our liquid fertiliser production here is running low. So what we'll do there is liquid fertiliser in. That only holds 3,000 litres, so I'd only ever put 3,000 litres in this usually. But we are out of concentrate now, so if I want to run any more and produce any more, I've got to do some concentrate. Boom, that will do. I would bring that over and put that in, then put the water in, because it gets through. It holds 30,000 litres, the greenhouse, but it gets through it at quite a rate. So what I'll do is, well, I'll check that in a minute. What this has got in it now for today, 69,438.9 and continuing litres of, you see the water's right down, 6,000 left in it. So that's got to then transfer over to our coffee producing, and that carries on. That's our process. We check on our goats to make sure they're all right, and they have been, are usually. Yep, we've still got meadow grass in there. We've still got food in there. That's at 925, so that's nearly a full one. We'll get a new one being produced. Once we've got two, usually a couple of those, and we've got enough sugar, then I'll start loading up a trailer and off we go. So that's my usual process. Probably should put some of this in first, shouldn't I? I'll top up the water in a little while, that's fine. But our sugarcane is looking phenomenal. I will have to go back over, so I need to move that trailer out of the way that's got the sugar beet cut in it. Bring that to there. Unload that in. Engine off, and I'll do the water in a little while. So yeah, that's my daily ritual. Check on contracts, see what's available, but look at this. Now, I've got some options here. As you always have when you're doing your harvesting, you can hire a worker. So what I could do with this, I can hire a worker and I could run alongside it with whatever vehicle I've got and this dolly. But you can see the extension of the dolly, this mantrid bogeyman, which brings whatever trailer you're using far enough out. Without that, that is the trailer hitch. A short trailer hitch, which normally comes about here, whilst you can sort of hook up this here, this arm hits the trailer. So you need one of these. It works perfectly, and that's why I've gone for the random trailer. Now, we can go for the random trailer that has already got a dolly on it, but again, the dolly's too short. So I could run that behind, but this will spray into here, but won't reach the one behind. If I switch them over, the dolly's too short. So what I could do is lease another one of these, which I could hook on the back. I can harvest. When this is full, detach the rear one, move this one out the way. You've seen me do it on other Let's Plays as well. I do like a crossover pattern. Move the full one out the way, back up to the fresh one, then hire a worker. Worker carries on filling up the second one, while you then take the first one off to deliver it, store it, whatever you're going to do. If you're going to do the harvesting yourself, then all I will do is run this harvester. When that's full, detach it. I'll take it off myself to wherever it's going to go, and the harvester will sit until I come back. So it depends if particularly you're in a time crunch and you need to keep that harvester running, you need to keep it motoring. You might want to keep that running while you're off doing deliveries, then you can run two. It's up to you. Did I say there are various different ways? I might go with that and show that in a little while, but you know what? We are good to go. Now, pipe out should mean that as we move, that should stay. There we go. The pipe will stay with the trailer. That's where we need it to be. We need to switch back to our harvester. Unfold, there we go. Turn it on, drop it down. The moment I've certainly been waiting for. We should get that going through and out the back. And does that pipe, can I manually adjust that pipe? Because that seems a little bit short now. Are we going into the trailer or dropping on the floor? That's a concern. Looks like we are going in. Can I? Let me just check something. I don't think we're missing the trailer. I think we're fine. Am I going to put our GPS on? Potentially. Oh. It's kind of. Did we miss some? Yeehaw! Now, this is a great thing with any of these crop types. potatoes, sugar beet, sugarcane, any of those, like a lot of the root crop vegetables, very, very high yielding. You don't tend to get a particularly good price for them. That's why using sugarcane for making sugar and stuff is great. Take it to the sugar mill. But it kind of balances out in the end because there'll be so much of it, even though it doesn't pay out as much. This is not a big field. We haven't got a massive field of sugarcane, but what we have got, that is dropping short. It doesn't seem to be on the floor. It does all seem to be on the trailer. Yeah, it will kind of balance itself out. We'll end up making an okay amount of money. Like I say, the first amount of this trailer tips sideways. So as far as it goes for putting into my my mini sugar mill, I don't think this is the best trailer. So what I might do is use this trailer to tip into one of the smaller trailers, maybe. I don't know if I'll be able to tip in my silo with this. Potentially. And the great thing about all of this is, with having done the coffee, done the sugar, done the stuff we're doing, we own this. This sugar beet harvest, the sugarcane harvester is ours. As is the trailer, as is the dolly. So like I say, moving forward, whoever buys the farm, they've got it. It's there. If they don't want it, if they don't want to do it, they can sell it. But it is now an asset of the farm, which we didn't have when we started. This harvest is going to take a little while, as you can imagine. I'm going to take some off to the actual sugar mill. Actually, I suppose what we should do while we're doing this harvesting... There we go. We want sugar cane. Yeah, see, look at that, 221. That's not great money. It's you know, but there'll be a lot of it. So we've got the sugar mill. One of them's ours, isn't it? And the other one's the big mama jamma. Pretty sure it is. 216, 221. FS Serialist. Where was that? Is that FS Serialist? Was that it? That might be it, isn't it? Yeah, that's the best price at the moment. I thought we would take it here. That is owned by Wayland Yutani. Look at all those trailers in the picture. Yeah, I mean, it's not best price, but I mean, I wanted to go to the sugar mill because it's a cool place, you know, and that's been the whole point about doing all this. We're going to do a big old sugarcane harvest. I have brought over the D14 and I've been loading up with bales and just died. And that kind of might as well make a start. And this, like any crop type like this, it comes down to, again, if you want to be realistic about it, a harvest like this is going to take a long time unless you're running multiple harvesters. And again, if you want to hire a worker and get the worker to be cracking on while you do other jobs, that's one way of tackling it. And you just come back and unload every now and again. Or, like I say, there are other options for unrealistic headers on forage wagons, forage harvesters and stuff. So if you wanted to, you know, get this done a lot quicker, there are other ways of doing it faster with unrealistic headers and stuff like that. But I'm trying to think, I might have done it with a tow behind on FS22 on my Apocalypse series. Did we ever fill the sugarcane? I can't remember. I'm sure we did. Our small sugar mill only takes 36,000 litres. So once we hit 36,000 litres on this, we've got enough to, I can top that off, and that can be, which means our sugar production will increase. We're getting about 3 pallets every month at the moment of sugar. So that'll increase, which is brilliant. And again, for me, this is about doing a process and using a piece of machinery that I very rarely use. I don't tend to, haven't done for a long time, and it's cool. And again, as well, it's that thing of you generally, again, sweeping statement, I generally, for things like this, will lease bits of equipment. I won't always buy them. I might only do the crop type once, you know, but it's a nice feeling to import it. How long is it going to take me? It's 8:14 now. The problem is, what time is it? It's Sunday. I'm recording this. I've got so much I need to get done. I'm not sure what will happen about mods. I've gone the wrong way about this, haven't I? I need to come around this other way. I'm not sure what's going to happen with mods on Monday, whether there are going to be any or not. I have. I don't need to go into details, but I've got some things I need to do Monday, so there may not be a video Monday. If there are mods, depends what time they drop. There may be a video later in the day, potentially. I don't know. It depends. But I've got stuff to do. Assuming I get this done, because I was hoping to get this done and up. I don't really want to have to resort to off-camera skullduggery, but so this is my third unload from the bigger trailer. The first one and a bit went into the mini sugar mill. The rest went into here, and then this is the third load. So there you go. We've got it running. Sugarcane sugar is being produced. That should up our production very nicely there for our little mini sugar mill. And I'll carry on. I think this harvest is going to take quite some time. But that's alright. I've got music and audio books. Let's do it. I have 1.9 hours. Will it clock over to 2 before we finish? I don't think it will. On the harvester. The field is on its last strip. Now, the first 63,000 litres, 3 of my 21,000 litre trailers, went to, the first 36,000 litres went in for our mini sugar mill. The rest then went into the silo. The next full trailer load, 66,500 litres, we took down and we sold. Make sure that's unloaded properly. Let's do that. Yeah, we took and we sold. And we didn't make mega money on it, but we took one full load. But I think the problem I had was that the sugar mill is owned by Wayland Yutani. I did that way back at the start because I thought it'd be quite cool to use that as a, we'll use it as a facility. But then I got the small one here. When I took a load to unload in there, it didn't register anything. I struggled to find the delivery point, and then it was a bit of a nightmare anyway. So we took what we did. The rest of the loads have all come back here, and we've put them in the. Let's disconnect that. Yeah, the rest of the loads have come. Pipe in, lock that in place. We put in our own silos. They're all stored in the silo. Now this is going to stay under here. I'm going to pull this to one side because we've got plenty of overhead cover. It probably does need a jet wash, but we're okay for the time being. Let's just leave that. But it has done the job. Actually, we need to raise that up, fold it up. And again, I don't think I've ever bought one of those. Used them, yes. I don't think I've ever bought one. Lights all off. Awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab this. We're going to unload the last bit into the silo. And then we're going to drive out to the bridge. Because I have completed the tasks I had set myself to do. Have we built a massive farm? No. Have we done loads of animals? No. Have I done the things I wanted to do and set out to do? Yes. Have we done everything the map has to offer? No. We've done a few of the things. We did some quarry stuff early on. Did I buy the quarry? No. There's so much more to explore and do on this, but as I said sort of earlier on, it depends what I edited out or not. A lot of the stuff is you're talking like up into potential millions to buy the big facilities and the big factories, and that's not what this was about. It wasn't about buying those. We had a go at buying some of the stuff in the facilities. We did carpentry in town. We did a bit of forestry. We've like I say, I wanted to build a bridge, wanted to fiddle around the quarry. We did some of that. That was my intention. So what we're going to do now, we just hop out. We should be able to see, bottom right, we've got 377,376 litres off that field of sugarcane. So we can take that, we can sell it, we can leave it in the silo. What we did then manage to produce, we had over 100,000 litres of seed, but we've been using seed in our greenhouse. We've got oats stored in here, we've got sugar beet cut, because every time that trailer fills up and I haven't used it in the sugar mill, I've just been putting the excess into here. We've got some soybean, we've got some grass that I cut way back with that little 0-turn mower. We haven't really had to add any more in for the goats, so our sugar mill's still running. That's now got all 3 things running, including sugar cane. All of our stuff is producing over there, our coffee's producing over there, our greenhouse, all that stuff. All the things we set out to do are done. This is the last episode. This is the end of this episode. So what I'm going to do now is disconnect from that. We're going to take a drive out and check out the completed bridge. And we're going to head over and we're going to go and have a cup of tea with Grandpa Walter. And we could have used the wooden bridge now. There's a curiosity with that as well. We've left all those bales for whoever comes next as well. I did start, so I have collected some, I have stacked some up. Not all of them, but I did some. Yeah, the log bridge, somebody had said to me, oh yeah, they had a problem where they tried to drive over it and the trailer had fallen through it. I thought, well, that's weird, because when I did the map tour, I'm sure I drove over that log bridge. I came out with the telehandler, our John Deere telehandler, because I thought the logs had moved, and I thought what I'll do, if the logs move, I'm going to move the logs and we can do a simulated sort of it's broken type thing. I've got to be careful here, because the telehandler, whoa, there you go, fell through. It's like all of a sudden that no longer has any substance to it. So I know a few people said, why are you bothering to build the bridge? There's a bridge there you can use. I can't. All the vehicles I've tried to drive across it, we just seem to fall through the logs. I don't know why. I don't know what's happened to it, but that's a bit worrying. So anyway, it's a good thing we did build this. I could spend ages working out the cost, what it cost us to build this. It doesn't matter. We've got 170,000 in the bank. Can we earn more? Could we earn more? Yes, we could. There are tons of contracts. I've skipped through, what, 4 or 5 months now? How much have I grown as a person? 5 months of skipping through, didn't pick up a contract. Didn't do one. We have done lots now, but look! Look at this! Look what we built! I say we built, we bought the resources for it to be built. And like I said, when we first started doing this, I can't think... we've never encountered this in-game before. This ability to do this. Which is amazing. When you think about it like that. So like I say, water now can get to and from the town safely, no worrying about the bridge. The rickety bridge. I am moving on to other things. We haven't got long, in all honesty. What, 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks until the expansion comes out? We're going to be going to do some fishing adventures. I absolutely am. I know people have expressed their feelings on Highlands fishing and whatever, and you know, the fact that most content creators are going to be jumping on it to do content. Of course they are. It's the new thing. That's the thing with new DLCs, new equipment, new machinery, new maps. New, you know, when it's new, everyone wants to play it. Of course they do. It's the current thing. I'm no different. I want to play it, and I'm going to. What we're going to do between now and then, in the next 2 weeks, are probably a short span series. But like I say, we're going to go and have a cup of water, have a chat, maybe a bit of cake. Who knows? I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you've enjoyed the series. I've thoroughly enjoyed being on it. It's been absolutely amazing. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching. Cup of tea.